Well, like the old saying goes, better late than never. And I'm definitely late on this one. I never even thought of it the other day, but Trenton started taking this tractor apart. He's doing a little semi-restore on his 316 John Deere here. And I was working on something else, and he starts tearing this thing apart. And I never got the camera out to get video of this thing before we started this. And this is primarily his project. I'm going to do the paint work for him, but he took this all apart. He brought in all the parts to get them sandblasted. Got them all laid on the table over here, kind of organizing what's going to be black, what's going to be green. And I got his fenders over here. He welded up all of his cracks and stuff in his fenders last night, then ground his welds down. I'm doing a little Bondo work on him this morning to kind of smooth some stuff out on him. We're not going for perfect. We're not going for show quality here. He's still going to drive and mow and go out in the brush with this thing, but just wanted to clean it up. Like I said, I so badly wish I would have got video of this thing before we started because it looked pathetic. At one point in time, I had a cab on it, and the cab, they didn't have any bracing underneath the fenders, and I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but it really crushed the fenders down. It cracked the fenders. Everywhere the fenders were mounted to the tractor, you can see in here, it was all broke away and stuff here. So we're going to add some extra supports underneath the fenders and where the cab mounts to it, because he is putting another cab on. He did find a cab the other day on Craigslist, and so he bought a cab. It's actually for a Cub Cadet, but it actually fits on here pretty nice, and it looks correct too. So and somebody already had it on a John Deere, so they had it painted yellow, and he's going to sand it down, and I think he's going to go green on it. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but I think he might go green. Here's the hood over here. Fiberglass hood on this one. There were some imperfections going on, some deep gouges in it. I think from the other cab had done a lot of scratching up in here, and there was some pretty good gouges in the hood here. So I just got a little Bondo on there this morning and just waiting for that to dry. I'm going to start cleaning up. Here's some stuff from my golf cart project I've been working on. We know Project NASCAR here. Slowly picking away on that one. But there's always a project going on in here in the shop. But I wanted to get some video of the tractor that Trenton's working on. He snowblowed with it over the winter. There is a video of him snowblowing up at our cabin, and he did find a mower deck from the same guy that had the cab. He worked out a combination deal on the two. I thought he did really well on his negotiations. He got a mule drive for it too. So the mule drive goes on the front up here, and then it actually changes the direction of the belt to be able to go underneath the tractor to run the mower deck. This is all new to me. I'm not a John Deere expert, so we're learning something new on this one. We do have a couple other John Deeres, but I didn't realize that some of them ran a belt off of this pulley. It's your clutch pulley right here, and then this mule drive right here connects in down here, so your belt would come down, and then the way this mounts, like this on the bottom of the tractor, then it changes your belt direction and brings it down and goes around the pulleys down there to drive the deck. So this, he said he's going to eventually sandblast, but he said for now he's just going to get the mower working on the tractor. And being up at the cabin, we don't have a very established lawn yet, so he doesn't want to destroy the deck right away in the dirt. I guess it's more of a dirt lawn than a grass lawn with a little bit of grass in it. So he said he's just going to leave the deck like that for now. And then he said maybe next spring he'll take it off, get it sandblasted, and then repaint the deck at that point in time. So he did go through the other night, after he took all of his tins off, he went through and painted Pour 15 on his frame, just to jazzy the frame up a little bit here. Like I said, we're not going for a super show quality restore here, just to freshen up, make it look nice. He did buy new decals for it, so that was kind of when he found the decals for it, he decided, well, being I can get decals, I might as well strip it down and redo it. So he's got new decals for the hood, and I think there's some warning labels and stuff that'll end up going on there. And so he did find a decal kit for it, and it was very inexpensive. So that's kind of what started this whole project. But so I will later today, I'm going to get these in epoxy primer and hopefully painted yet today too. Not a lot of body work to do on them. Like I said, we're going to let some of the stuff go. I might do a little bit of Bondo here in this deep rust pitting, because you'd see that through the paint. But this tin here, that one's nice. Most of the tins are all ready for paint. This one here, I just got to do a little bit of body work on that one. But not everything was, there wasn't a lot of big dents and, real hammered up. I mean, this thing wasn't really abused. I think just sat outside a lot, and over the years it started to get rusty, and the paint was starting to really fade on it and chip off. So we got messes to clean up everywhere. Been a lot going on in here. Like I said, we'll get back onto this guy right here. Kind of a spoiler alert, but she is a runner driver for the most part. But I got a few things to finish up on that thing yet, and I got a story about it. And hopefully I'll help people with what I figured out, what was wrong on why it started running poorly. And I'll share that information in a video on just Project NASCAR. So thanks for watching, guys. That's all I got for now. And next time you see this, well, I'll probably do a video after I get the stuff primed up and painted and stuff, but she's gonna look gorgeous when it's done. Thanks, guys.